Mediaite is shocked and horrified by something that just happened at the White House. This is the headline. I'm not going to tell you what really was going on here. Here's just the headline from Mediaite, which is a left-wing outlet about the media. Stunning hidden cam video catches Trump faith office group speaking in tongues on White House grounds.
We just thank you right now, Lord, from the east, the west, the north, and the south. You will shake America with your power and your glory. We cancel every assignment of the enemy. This nation was birthed to be one nation under God, and we are standing on the soil of the White House, and we are declaring your word. Every place that our foot will trod, you will give it to us, and we are taking the land. We thank you, oh Lord. You have brought us to the kingdom for a time such as this, and this is the time. And so we declare right now, from the capital of our nation, that America will come back to God. We will come back to God. Nothing will stop this nation. And we speak right now by the authority of heaven. You told us to bring heaven to earth. Heaven is being released through your people right now.
Okay, and so Mediaite posts this. Oh, look at these wacky, crazy religious kooks at the White House. Look, they're so wacky and crazy. Yeah, okay. Look, that's not my flavor of Christianity, all right? The head of the White House faith office is, I think it's a woman, Paula White. I don't know much about her. I guess she's a televangelist. She's been criticized for supposedly promoting the prosperity gospel and, raising money in ways that are, a little sus and a little bit dubious. And okay, sure. This ain't my cup of tea. They say they heard speaking in tongues, by which I think they mean glossolalia, which sounds like shamalala ha la ba ba ba, that sort of thing, which, is not, it kind of exists in the mystical tradition, a little, maybe does, but, traditionally that's not really a traditional understanding of what speaking in tongues is. And yes, this kind of prayer is quite performative, quite emotivist, and it's performative not in a liturgical sense, but in a kind of personal, very modern, individualist kind of sense. Yeah. I get all the criticisms, and that's not exactly my flavor of religion. Sure, you going to tell me that's weirder than what Joe Biden did? You're going to tell? Because I remember. Let me think about religion under Joe Biden. Let me talk about religious views, man's place in the universe, how we understand ourselves, our souls, our spirits. I remember Joe Biden hoisting that terrorist pride flag and having a dude with a breast implant job taking his shirt off and flashing his grotesque simulacrum of female genitals on the south lawn of the White House. I think that's a kookier religion than some, I think, probably very well-intentioned, very sincere evangelical Protestants saying a prayer outside the West Wing. Call me crazy. Did you hear them? They're calling on the name of Jesus. Well, that's actually a very good, normal, reasonable thing to do, because Christ is God and took on flesh to dwell among us and conquered death on the cross and rose again from the dead. In evidence that death had been defeated. And there were 500 eyewitnesses to the resurrection. The apostles, almost all of them, went off to their deaths to proclaim the good news. And the religion spread throughout the global empire, the Roman Empire, and then took over every corner of the earth and then built our whole civilization. So I don't think that's so crazy. Our founding fathers wouldn't have thought that was so crazy. The vast majority of men who built our country wouldn't have thought that was so crazy. Well, they're very emotional. Yeah, are they more emotional than the topless on the south lawn of the White House flashing his chest? No, there's some, and it's not just that. I mean, the issue is a particularly weird one, but there are many other examples of this. Religion on the left today, what is it? It's woo-woo crystals and a kind of watered down Buddhism, I guess, and it's self-deification. It's basically just a worship of the self, a mistaken view of human nature that says that we're either not our bodies at all, or we're entirely our bodies. We're pure matter and flesh, such that when we're feeling sad, we can just take some pills to correct chemical imbalances because we don't really have any intellect or soul. Yeah, I don't know, man. Give me the sincere evangelicals. I think what they're doing is, in the grand scheme of things, just fine. Quite moderate, really. That was an excellent clip, and we all know it. So subscribe, and then you'll get more of them. I'll see you next time.